Hello. So it's been a full year now, a little over a year, that I've been posting these TikTok videos. Not my choice, but it's something that I felt called by God to do, and so here I am. And I also know that there are people out there making fun of me for them, and that's okay too. Those who have ears to hear will hear, right? So I know that a lot of the information that I've shared with you is like shocking, difficult to process, some really hard truths about our country that are contrary to news and media and things that you've been told on both sides. And a lot of it is around this dark power, which I've just labeled corrupt power, and its web of corrupt men that are controlling it and that are poisoning our country. I have cried so much over it, over everything I have learned, just a lot of sinister things that they have done and the people that they are manipulating into carrying out a lot of these evil schemes. People like me. Just a little backstory for those who haven't maybe listened to my other videos. I was the bookkeeper of a massive money laundering scheme that we laundered Russian money through Israel into the United States from 2016 to 2020 while Trump was president. And while the focus of my whistleblowing has mainly been directed at America, today I would like to speak, if I may, to the people of Israel and to Jewish Americans. Because this corrupt power right now is going to great lengths to deceive you. And if you've watched any of my videos, you'll know that I'm not Jewish. I'm a Christian. I hope that you'll still listen. I have always felt a connection to people of Jewish faith. As a child, my mother told me she believed that we had Jewish heritage. Most likely from my grandfather, his Ukrainian side. His parents, my great-grandparents, moved from Ukraine in the late 1800s south to Romania, Bukovina, this region just north above the Carpathian Mountains. And this is where my grandfather was born. I don't know too much history beyond that. I don't know how he even got to Canada in the early 1900s, where he met and married my Ukrainian grandmother. Unfortunately, he was a very unhappy and bitter person, an abusive alcoholic that my mom, her sisters, and my grandmother packed up in the middle of the night and left. I have only seen him a handful of times since I was a child. I have also been very fortunate to have many Jewish family friends. St. Louis has a very large, thriving Jewish community, and many live in Ladue, where my kids go to school, and University City, where I live. This is all in St. Louis, suburbia. We've been to synagogues, Seder dinners. Once a Jewish friend of mine let me light the menorah candle for Hanukkah. Also, because of my daughters, we've been to at least a dozen, maybe more, bar and bat mitzvahs. They are amazing. I would say I'm very impressed with Jewish celebrations. It's something I think that's one of the things I've always admired about the Jewish faith is their traditions. They're really beautiful. And what I admire the most is the Jewish families that I've come to know, the way that they have invited us in and shown them to us. And it's like their way of saying, this is us. This is who we are. It's very beautiful, I think. And religiously, I have always felt a connection to the Jewish faith. We Christians have studied the same scriptures as them, and we've prayed to the same God. And I've always felt that God has tied our two countries together, like this invisible string. Israel, God's chosen people, and America, a country that God has poured out his blessings and made very strong and mighty for good reason. And then I also believe that our country's true alliance has yet to come. And this is why I am here, bringing you the truth of what I know to the Jewish people in America and in Israel. This is very difficult for me to share because it's a very hard, painful truth to comprehend, to process. But what you need to know is that the attacks on October 7 from Hamas against Israel were orchestrated and invited in by corrupt people in your government, corrupt people in the IDF, your military, and the Amman and Mossad, your intelligence agencies. This corrupt power that I've been speaking out about, how it has poisoned America, is also poisoning Israel. In Israel, they have been working for many years, actually, with terrorist organizations, allowing them to kill innocent Israeli civilians, to kill the very people that they were tasked to protect.